paths. All right, basically what that's saying when it says join unto lovers, the many went horn, the 10 tribes went whoring after other nations, man. That's why it says the Spanish settlers were only able to secure control over the larger islands by allying themselves to certain Native American tribal groups. All right, because they joined unto the heathen, man, and let them heathen up in there. Now let's go to Hosea 12:7 real quick. It says this, he is a merchant. The balances of deceit are in his hand. He loveth to oppress. All right. So just like it says, they came in there acting like they was going to trade with people. All right. And all they wanted to do was build their economy up, man. It said the balances of deceit. All they wanted to do was come get the resources and build their economy. And they did that deceitfully. It says he loveth to oppress. And they oppressed them people that let them in. Into these trade agreements, to these land agreements, whatever. All right. Let's go to Hosea 8:3. Israel have cast off the thing that is good. The enemy shall pursue him. All right, because when the 10 tribes came over here, all right, they thought they was getting away from all this oppression, but the European ended up finding them over there. All right, because let's go to the account of them coming over here. It says this. This is 2nd Esdras 13:40. All right, this is what Columbus read. That was a source or a source to support his idea for coming over here. It says this. And verse 39. And whereas thou sawest that he gathered unto another a peaceable multitude unto him, those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanasar the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt, that they might keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land. And they enter into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. And the same region is called Arsareth. And they dwelt there until the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come. All right, now they call it Asareth, which means the new region. And today we calling it America, man. And this is the route that they took to get over here. All right, when they left out of the Middle East and they came into that further country. They came from there, all right, all up in that, like that. See that? They left from there. It's a lot. They left from over here and came right up over there. All right. Now, reading on, it says this: in the 15th and 16th centuries, the colonists from Europe also settled on the otherwise uninhabited islands of the Atlantic, such as Madeira and Azores, where, with no slaves to sell, exporting products for the export became the main industry. It says this: European colonists all right, I don't know if it was people on that island, but they could have killed them all off. All right, and yeah, we're gonna accuse them of that, man. They accuse us of so much. It says this: European colonists initially practiced systems of both bonded labor and Indian slavery. All right, so anybody who's saying that the 10 tribes, the Latinos and natives didn't serve slavery, all right, there you go. It says this: enslaving many of the natives of the New World for a variety of reasons. Africans replaced Native Americans as the main population of enslaved people in the Americas, in some cases, such as one of the Caribbean islands. Warfare and diseases such as smallpox eliminated the natives completely. All right, now I want to go to this book real quick to show you that when the Europeans show up, all them diseases like smallpox and whatever show up, man. All right, because Europeans are really a nasty people, man. Now, this is an article in here about the Aborigines. All right, this is an Aborigine man right here. All right, not a child of Jacob, but we're gonna read about the what Esau do. The Aborigines were a black ethnic group that lived in Australia approximately 40,000 years ago. All right, it says this: they lacked a formal political structure, but were noted for their complicated marriage and kinship relationships. According to Aborigine culture, land belonged to the tribe rather than the individual and could not be sold or transferred. See that? It's the same way with us in the scriptures, man. Because that's the old time ancient custom right there. Not like Esau say. Like Esau probably wrote this book more than likely, and it says they lacked a formal political structure, but then it talks about they noted complicated marriages and kingship relationships. Because that's how we do. We build families, man, and we make pacts with one another. All right, we give our daughter to their son, and then we become cool and friends, man. You see what I'm saying? Didn't Moses' father-in-law travel with him through the wilderness? See what I'm saying? All right, Laban and Jacob, man, they called each other brothers. All right, because he gave his daughter to him, and that's what they was cool. All right. And it said the land belonged to the tribe rather than individuals. Now, then the 12 tribes have land allotted by tribe. That's just the ancient way to do things, man. It says this: Aborigines were often hired to track down escaped prisoners, a practice they did not endear them to the convicts. See that? Now, I want to read a scripture on that because the Europeans used them to track down these convicts. But I'm gonna show you also how this because you had Indians that that had the same type of work when they came over here, man. This is Ecclesiasticus 13:2. Burden not thyself above thy power while thou livest, and have no fellowship with one that is mightier and richer than thyself. For how agree the kettle and the earthen pot together? For if the one be smitten against the other, it shall be broken. All right, so when we seen these Europeans come over here with musket guns and big ships, all right, and more and looking all strong and whatever, looking all developed, whatever you want to call it, we was not supposed to be taking no treaties with them, man, because they was mightier than us. Because it says, for if one be smitten against the other, it shall be broken, man. All right. The rich man have done wrong, and yet he threateneth with all. The poor is wrong, and he must entreat also. Exactly. The rich man doeth wrong, but he still threaten us with more stuff. He got control of the whole world. But when we go out here, he pull us over and threaten us to lock us up, man. All right. It says the poor is wrong, and he must entreat also. We gotta bow down and yes, master to this white boy. Okay, even though we're already poor, raped, robbed, and murdered. It says this: if thou be for his profit, he will use thee. And this goes for you athletes too, man. All of you that run and jump for this white, like these Aborigines, you don't think they was running and jumping trying to catch these convicts, man? All right, it says this, man. If thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yet he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it. All right. If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and put thee in hope. He will speak thee fair and say, what wantest thou? And he will shame thee by his meats, until he have drawn thee dry twice or thrice. And at the last he will laugh thee to scorn. Afterward, when he seeth thee, he will forsake thee, and shake his head at thee. Beware that thou be not deceived, and brought down in thy jollity. Alright? So, in your jollity, meaning, don't be dealing with this man like everything is all good.